Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday. Hello, DJO. Guts. Welcome in. You're here early, DJO. Are you actually done with work? Are you actually, being off at the normal time? Are you actually going to relax after work instead of doing more work? Substrates does have a UI for material layer systems in 5.6. It's not super stable, but it does work. Okay, well, it's not stable, so okay. When you say it does have a UI for material layer system, as in it's done its own thing, or it's using the same layered setup as before? Can I still use the same layered system in 5.6? I mean, it's a step in the right direction. So, yay. But same UI as before, but they've redone it. I mean, to be fair, there's some bugs in the old system that they've never fixed. Just real simple bugs. Like if you have like material layer with material layer blend, like a few layers, and you want to move a layer, you can't just reorganize the layer. You have to turn the visibility of the layer off, then swap them, then turn it back on. That's the only way to actually swap the positions of two layers. Why? I also love to know that. It's been a problem since the beginning. I've started using it. So them redoing it is fine, as long as, improves things. But now, hold on a second. Wait. Did they redo it also for the regular version, or just for Substrate? Yeah, if you keep scratching, it's not usable. Yes. Oh boy. Well. Okay. Well, I didn't see that on the list of things. I would love to have seen that on the list of things that have changed, and what they've changed with it. Am I the only one that cares about that? They freaking put just a UI, oh, we moved some stuff on the HUD. I feel like that's less important than them changing the damn layered material system. Why? Why didn't they mention that? Oh, whatever. Blend material layer has 2 slots now? Excuse me? Do you need to use both? God damn it. Okay, hold on. I'll load up freaking 5.6 apparently. I gotta see this. Game dev will have to wait for a moment as we test the 5.6 thing. Well, I'm checking. We're about to find out. Yeah, I don't care about the substrate. I just want to make sure that my stuff isn't my stuff doesn't break also in 5.6. I don't know why they moved the camera out here, but still kept this flat area. Yeah, whatever. So we want a material base material layers. Material layer blend. Okay. Oh. Thank you. Yeah. I didn't press the button. I thought I pressed the button. I didn't press the button. Thank you. It's kind of important. Press the button. Don't worry. Yeah, it's my first time streaming. I have definitely first time streaming. Never done it before. You know, it's. How does this work again? Choose material attributes. I don't care about substrate. Go away. Layer. Oh, I always forget what it's called. Material layer, attribute layers, right? This one. ML test. Can be default. Good. What's the output here? Output's the merge attributes. Invalid function. Is it invalid because? Well, no. This is default. Oh, okay. Now it's fine. No. So the reason you put something in here, by the way, is so that way, when you create a base instance here, in your layer stuff, you automatically have that plugged in. So your first layer is there. And if you have like a basic system, like you're just using this as the base material, it just comes with something rather than nothing. That's why you plug that in. But it's not required, true. Also, they've changed this. And they shoved everything to the right here. This will take some getting used to. Real-time viewport on and off. Why is real-time viewport not on by default? I guess it's fine. The UI is different with substrate? Oh, does it look different? Oh, hold on. I haven't added a new layer. Oh, no. It's still one here. Texture sample. Noise. Let's grab a noise. You're fine. It's really different? Okay. Well, that means that this shouldn't have been touched. That's fine. Why does substrate have two then? Because you say it might be for the old one, but that's not possible because the substrate is exclusive. You can only have substrate or not substrate. Legacy and forward shader, but is it not substrate either way? Where'd it go? Okay, yeah, so it works. Same as before, nothing has changed. Cool. Good. Or front shader. See, I never understood the whole substrate front shader because it's a layer. So just whatever you put in front is whatever's in front. mean, you're not going to mask what's above unless you're somehow masking what's above. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I guess whenever I end up using substrate, which will be whenever this works with substrate, then I'll swap over to it. But yeah, works fine. Yay, price averted. You have vertical and horizontal blending. What does that mean? We're working in 3 dimensions. Unless you're talking about texturing. But even... No, I don't understand. My brain do not comprehend. Side by side or on top of the other layer? Okay, so I think I'm not understanding because just give me a material instance. Because normally this would be the material. You have the layers, like it blends that material with whatever's below it. And here you'd have things like clear coat or anything like global. You would go here, which you can still do in a layer material. If you want to change any blends, if you want to do it like anything, that can happen here. A bake normal, etc. And this is where this would happen here, normally. Unless you're saying you can now do like a regular layer, a clear coat layer, and then something else on top of the clear coat layer. Is that what you're saying? Can we have like layers be different, actually have like clear coat or something else as the layer itself versus having it an overall clear coat? Something like that? Try to understand. It's one of those things, right? I think it's one of those things that I just need to see it to understand it. I'm a very visual person, if it wasn't obvious. And so I think until I see it, I won't understand it, and that's fine. Main thing is they're working on layered stuff. Yay. Substrate is like as a layer setup, really should you have it. Just following your let's go real quick. I'm just gonna go down the list of messages. Horizontal will be clear coat. No, vertical will be clear coat. Clear coat layer goes vertically on top of the other layer. Vertical and horizontal are blending modes of substrate. Vertical is next to it. No, horizontal is next to it. Can you see why I'm confused? It's okay. Get some rest. I'll watch a tutorial on substrate at some point in time when I actually go get into it, and then it'll probably all make sense to me. Yeah. That doesn't matter. Are you gonna use that as an excuse now? Is that what it's gonna be? The French have good food. I expect good 3D. Hell yeah. You know what? Fair enough. You know what? Anyway. Today, we're continuing to work on this lovely chap who currently shoots rockets at us. Unfortunately for him, I gave us the same ability, except I don't have a cooldown on mine. So mine's a little stronger than his. But the next ability that I want to do is I want to transform him into a homing missile. How are we going to do this? I'm going to hope I can make him a projectile. If I can make him a homing projectile, then I know how we're going to do this. If we can't, this will be harder. Let's find out. First of all, we're going to need a new straight sheet task. Steel Claw. This is going to be, what do I call it? Call it a booster. But is it a booster? Homing booster, I guess. I don't know. Homing booster. And we need... Don't need the missile stuff anymore. Close that out. Yeah. And the missile attack is just this. Okay. Custom event. Homing booster. Homing booster. Look at that. I never finished. I never made the other one complete, but that's fine. We'll add that later. We'll need to anyway. So now we're gonna just swap this one out with the homing booster. Actually, I'm gonna here. Put it on you. Beautiful. Prince hello. He does nothing else. Now, can I add a projectile movement component to a character? Homing projectile. Set homing target component. Do I have the character reference anywhere here already? No. Can't. If it's not valid, do a delay until it is valid. Center command. I think I actually do get. Hey, holy crap! Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Capsule component. That should be good. Mm-hmm. Okay. So far, no luck. Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's moving. Oh, let's turn off gravity. Oh! Oh! Hold on. Maybe the problem just was gravity. Oh, I think we found something. Turn off initial speed. Just have this. Okay, so he's homing, but then he lands. And he's going down because he's bigger. And I don't want him going down. So I think there's a planar constraint, if I recall. Planar movement. Constraint to plane. Normal axis of the plane that constrains the movement. If you want XZ so that Y cannot change, normal will be set to 0, 1, 0. Okay, so 1 is the one that cannot move. Is the problem that... Okay. Turn off the plane. So I think he was just hitting the wall. Stop it. No, that was the constraint. Okay, the constraint does help. Okay. Okay. So let's change the homing to be 2000. I have made him into a projectile. Apparently, you can just make characters into projectiles. The one thing that I haven't figured out how to do is, also, I don't know how he's orbiting now. Is how do you make the projectile homing for like be able to do like 90-degree turns effectively? Effectively, he can. I've made orbits because it cannot turn more sharply. Okay, what if I 10x the homing magnitude, but then max speed will be the original speed he just had? Okay, I need him not to hit me. Okay. Let's tone down his speed. The problem is I have to press play, click into the damn Editor, there we go. And then do this. Okay, so that's how we do it. We can limit it. So now he will no longer be... Okay, that's how we do it. Okay. Can I know when the homing has reached its target? Bind event to on projectile stop. Maybe. I should just move all of this for my testing. That's gonna make my life a little easier. There you go. Just put it here for now. Custom event. Also, by the way, this is just a me thing. Why is custom event where you create an event from nothing, but create event is where you select a custom event? I feel the names are backwards. And I constantly get them swapped because of this. It's just a random thing that's really not that important, but I constantly type in create event when I want to create an event when I really need custom event. So it's a me problem, I know. Okay, see? Stops. Yes. Okay. Okay. Next, I'm gonna add another task here, and this is going to be focus target. We're gonna focus target on. And now he's going to look at us. He's just skating.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yeah. You're ice skating. Don't worry about it. Nothing wrong with ice skating. When I was like middle school, I want to say middle school, because this was definitely middle school. I don't think I did this in high school. In middle school, I think my typical birthday, my mom took me to bowling and ice skating, and it's both because the place there at least at the time there was a place in San Francisco that had a bowling place next to an ice rink, and it was cheaper to get both versus getting one, or so we always got both. And then it was that and some pizza, and that was like the birthday. And I think at some point, 1 or 2 birthdays, I did rock climbing, which was fun. The ice skating just reminded me of the good old days. Can't imagine me rock climbing. I didn't say it was good. Like I went like once or twice for my birthdays, and that's it. So you don't have to imagine me rock climbing. You can imagine me, attempting to do it, with the person assisting, with the whole rope thing, on the easiest difficulty, right? That whole thing. Because it was like a birthday thing with a bunch of amateurs. Yep. That makes more sense. Good. I like it when things make sense. Okay, so we have this working. He's now looking at us, ice skating. And we know when he hits us. So now, what I want to do is play a montage, an attack montage. That's going to be specifically for this. So, I think I want the double slash one, probably from him. No. This one. This one. I need a good, like... Although, I mean, this is not a terrible pose. If he's he's flying at you in this pose, that might not be terrible. So I'll change this one to homing booster, or the only thing I'm going to be changing on this one is we're going to change this to 2. And I need a different thing here. Because I don't want to do a pause jump attack. I'm just going to do a pause animation. I already have a pause animation? What? Oh, I do. The pause animation also does pause animation only. Hey Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So the bear shoots honey rockets, so you and it tethers to the floor. If you don't break the tethers, it charges at you with lethal damage and you die. Nah. I don't want more. We already have the spider, slowing your movement. And yeah, we don't need another one. Thanks for the idea, though. So all we're going to do is just pause animation here. Pause playback. Pause animation only. So now, what we can do is here get paper, get anim instance, play animation override with callbacks. With a homing booster, and here we just need to resume animation. Actually, can I check if animation is paused? Get player. I have paused playback. Well, I want to resume playback here, but playback. Oh, I guess is playing. There's no true. The player is currently running. Ah, okay. That's what we want, probably. The bear has a special move, bleed. If you get a hit with it, the more you move, the more you take bleed damage. Oh, Paid Brain, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Anybody know why your material is see-through? Because you gave it transparency? Because you made it see-through? I need to do something that what happens if he hits you before the animation finishes. So if it is playing, when this happens, then delay until next tick and try again. And if it's not playing anymore, then we want to resume playback. And we want to unbind all events on projectile stop. Because we don't need anymore. It's like asking why is water wet? Oh, why is it wet, Leo? Answer the question. Why is water wet? The real question is the sun dry? Right? Water being wet aside, is the sun dry? Gotta ask the hard-hitting questions. The attack happens on this frame, which I wanted to not happen on this frame. I'm going to offset these by one frame. Because it defines the property by which it applies itself onto. Thus, why people who say, oh, water isn't wet, it's just making things wet is wrong. I mean, facts and truth. But most people who ask that are on the internet, and You should never take anyone serious who's on the internet, myself included. Well, why did he? What? Hold on. Why was that the animation? I told him to pause here, not where he paused at that weird position. Why did he pause here? That is not where why is he dabbing? He's basically dabbing. Okay, what if I move this to frame 1? Again, why are you why is it like this? Why is it like this? Dabbing was so last decade. I've never partaken in the dabbing. It didn't seem cool at all. So but that implies like I care if it's cool, which I don't, but it seemed so weird and not cool that I'm like, why? I just double check that's not that doing that for some reason. No. Why are you like this? Okay. Add notify it again. Why has the internet trend never not been somewhat uncool or cringe? The ice bucket challenge, that was done for a good cause. I don't think that was cringe. I don't understand. Why is he pausing on that frame? Yeah. It's the exception, but it still happens. Let's do a delay here. Half a second. Okay. So with the delay somehow it's better. What? Why? Why? Kind of happy with the practice you're getting with UI. It's setting you up to be able to do it in the future at length. Nice. Yeah, at this point you are better at UI than I am. Look at him go. He's coming for me. Yeah, and then when he reaches me, look at that. Okay. So now we can have him come a little faster. Run. Excellent. Don't worry, it's just a high-powered homing bear that's being launched at your face. Yeah, everything's normal here. So what I want to do is also can I set simulation enabled? So I want to do that after this. And before it, I want to make sure it is off. This is a mess, but it's fine. It's for testing. Yep, that it. Oh, that didn't work because I need to turn off it by default. Simulation enabled. Okay. So instead of simulation enabled, then we need to set homing speed probably. Set homing acceleration magnitude. I hate you. I hate you. Freaking studio, go away. I never intentionally click on you, ever. Stop it. Although I have found a use for it, which is it allows me to open up and edit CSVs without having to upload them to Google Drive, which is nice. I know it's very scary every time. One day it'll just give me a heart attack. For the makers of Cocaine Bear? Wait, what? I'm so sorry you had to experience it. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate it. Why is he still moving? Oh, wait, did I remove the delay here? No, the delay was here. That's why. You need to have the delay here. Yes! Why is it delay infinite? What do you mean? not infinite. Boom. Are you about this? Yeah, this is just making sure that the player is valid. When the player becomes valid, it continues on. But this is for a test. Eventually, it's going to be going off of this, where we'll know the player is valid. Because it'll go off of this. Actually, I can already plug it in from that. But it's because we're doing a test, and so it's not waiting for me to... like load in my character. And if it does it before the character's loaded in, it's going to complain. So I make sure the character's loaded in. So, good start. But now, I want it faster. Oh God, run away, run away. Excellent. The bear is coming. Okay, so now what I want to do is, if you hit him while it's playing, then it will stop it from happening. So what I probably all I need to do is after damage taken, I need to see if this is playing. I guess what I need to do is check what... I probably need to check what sprite it is. Get flipbook. Print string. That could probably be their check. Double melee. Oh. Yeah, it's giving me the flip book. Not the... What I want to know is if it's playing the animation sequence. Get animation sequence. Oh, get current animation sequence. We just do it from the player. Okay. Homing booster, yes. Okay. So now what we can do is check as long if this is equal to homing booster. And we're going to do a basic sequence, I think. First, this. Man? Yes. I am man. I feel something so lost in terms of direction sometimes. Well, if you're ever lost in terms of direction, just go straight. If you hit a wall, just turn right. Repeat. Problem solved. Go straight until you can't, and then turn it right. Or take it right. Continue going straight until you can't. Take it right. Seems like great direction to me. You have these game ideas, multiple different ones. And you know or have general idea of how to make them, but not how long they will take to make. You're not sure which ones will work, which one to work on as a solo dev. I mean, give me like 3 ideas. I don't know how many you have. Let's say give me 3 of them and I'll tell you which one this should be the easiest one to do. And as a solo dev, it's very varied because it depends how long you're doing something for, right? If you're working like me, 2-ish productive hours a day, roughly 5 days a week, is going to take you significantly longer than if you're doing 8 hours, right? Hey, Herbal Mortar. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What's Cyborg Bear? This one? The one that launches himself at me? And attacks me? Okay, he's a... Run away! Gonna launch rockets at him.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I like the rockets. The rockets are good. Or say on the Discord because it would be too long to type some of them. So yeah, just give me like a 1-sentence summary. What is the main mechanic? And that's it. Or like give me like a 1-sentence summary of your idea, basically. You don't need to. I don't need paragraphs. I'm not gonna read an essay. But 1-sentence summary. Yeah, I'll read that. Also, on a side note, the edited down thoughts on what's it called? The roadmap from a couple of days ago when it came out. I've never seen such a high average view duration. Freaking over 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes average view duration, which for me is insane. And the funny thing is, it has like nearly an 8% click-through rate. The highest view duration I've ever seen. 2 out of 10. I don't understand YouTube. I genuinely do not understand YouTube. How? How is... One day, I'll become a YouTuber that understands YouTube. My first video was 10 years ago. Nothing has changed since. Okay, so now we can do a little print string here. It prints hello. And if I don't do anything, it shouldn't print hello. And now if I hit him, it doesn't print hello. Excellent. Look at that. So now what we could do is we're going to you do this, this, this. So on resume, it does all of that. I mean, I can do unbind first. And then I'm going to do stop all, stop, no. Stop all animation overrides. So he won't continue the attack. Aha! Now I can stop him in his tracks. Excellent. Boom. Send it, I guess. You're so confident in yourself. Open world exploration. Okay, step 1, don't do an open world solo. Okay? So I'm not going to read past that. Too big. Idea 2, roguelike Diablo style. Don't do it because it's too similar to mine. Okay, next idea. Multiple classes, core mechanic, pick 2 classes and progress them. Don't do 2 classes, do 1. Class abilities are modular and can adapt on the fly. I mean, that is a big game. Seems very similar. Idea 3, tower defense game set in the future. I mean, tower defense is very much a solo. You could do that as a solo dev. Multiplayer game, don't do that as a solo dev. Okay, continue on. Don't need to read past that. Survival horror game, linear, set in medieval times. You play as a crusader, but have to survive demons in a cave. But what is the mechanic? That tells you this. It told me the story and the theme, but what's the mechanic? The one that I would go with is tower defense, because that is the simplest one, and you can do it as a solo dev. This I cannot, like, idea 2, which is like the one I'm doing here. I'm not going to be doing this solo forever. There's too many things I cannot do myself. Animations, like for once. So this is not going to be a solo game in the end. But like I'll at least get contractors. I don't know about, you know, I probably will never be able to hire on people, but yeah. So tower defense. That's the one I go with. Our game is mostly like you story based, I guess. I mean, if you have just a story based thing, then you just making environments and just walking through it, I guess. Yeah, you can do that. But you can make, you know, a horror game. Absolutely. But it's definitely going to be bigger than, considerably bigger than a tower defense. Like if a tower defense, let's say, takes you a day, a horror game will take you, you know, a week. Scale that. Not like not necessarily. You can make a very simple horror game. Look up Lixian. His name? Yeah, Lixian. This is Lixian. Lixian TV. He is Markiplier's editor. He makes solo scary games. Well, one of his recent one was made in Roblox. But the point is, right? You can make all the games he makes, like Iron Lung, for example. Like he just shows you like how he made it, you know, how did he make it, etc. Obviously, this is in Unity. I think he made another one game in Unreal. The point is, like the mechanics is this is a horror game, but the main mechanics of this is just like as kind of survival. Done by one single guy. Very simple mechanic, very fun. So you can do horror games, single player. Finding a spot that shows the gameplay, probably when you're looking at a reaction of a, of a video, it's not going to be the place to do it. But the point is, Lixian has quite a few games he's made solo that are horror themed, where you can take a look if you'd like. I'll share the link. Hey, Patrol, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. If you want some inspirations for some, you know, small games you can do solo. And some of these games, you know, take them a while still. You know, they're still not going to be like a day games. You didn't get the yacht? Your sail life dreams are ruined again. Wait, why are they ruined again? Just because you didn't get a yacht now doesn't mean you can never get it. They're not ruined. They're just delayed. Do you continue the tower defense? You already started on it earlier in the year, I think. What do you think? You got some of the towers working and the firing launcher. Well, there you go. Then do that. It is definitely the simplest one you have. You need a boat to have a sail life. I need a boat to have sail life dreams. Well, no, you gotta have the dreams. Usually people have the dreams because they can't actually realistically ever get the boat. So usually the dreams come first. So you don't need the boat to get the dreams. You have the dreams now. So you're fine. Still moving, so I probably need to do character movement. Can we just stop active movement? I just probably need to set velocities here. Set velocity 0. It hit me. Why am I only getting hit once? A reason why you wanted to start working on UI, you realized that UI is like one of the big chunks of things that make up the experience in your game? Yes and no. Yes, a good UI is good. There is not a single game that is fun in every other way but has a shit UI that you will not play. Right? If the game is really fun to play, but just the UI is clunky, but I mean, it works, but it's just clunky, you're still gonna play it. You're still gonna have fun. You'll wish the UI was better, but that's not what I mean. What ruins the game or makes the game. A shit game with a wonderful UI is still not gonna be fun to play. So yes, it is a big part of the experience, but it is not like one of the things that, yeah, that's why you got the game, right? You don't, at least I've never heard of anyone looking at the game and being like, oh, how's the UI? That's like, I'm thinking of getting it, but how's the UI? Right? That's not one of the things. How's the gameplay? Maybe how's the visuals? But I've never had a beat UI. What do you guys think about renting an office and setting up a game dev studio? I mean, in general, if you're working on a game and you have the money to fund one, you can. But setting up a studio I think is pointless these days. Because that means you're going to be hiring only locally for the game dev studio. So you're now, and now you want to also make it so people come in and the hardware is expensive and all that, versus getting remote workers all over the world. So I would say 0.2 personally. Try to leave your job for another, but nothing exists out there. They do. You just gotta look further. I mean, it's not gonna be easy to find a job, but it's out there. They're out there. UI in Oblivion close-up map is horribly broken. It is an interesting case to dissect of how to do it wrong. Well, there you go. But people still love Oblivion. You remake. I guess it was paramount to part of the art style and memories people make from playing it. I don't know. No. There's no game that out of any game that I've ever considered like amazing games, I couldn't. The UI has never been like even a consideration for me personally. We have a cool game dev office, but
$100 that say I'm serious about opening game dev studio.
Patrol, you insane bastard. Thank you very much. But by the way, I took a look recently. I think at this point you're probably over 50% of all my income since I started this YouTube channel single-handedly. Because ads don't pay very well with my size. See you in the same bet. Thank you so much. But yeah, I wouldn't like starting a studio is different than opening a location for a studio. I think a remote studio is a good idea if you want to make a game. But I think an office is it'll be much harder. Maybe if we moved down to Portland, we could get a landlord to pay us to have an office in their building. I mean, again, that's not the problem. Isn't finding a place; it's finding people that are willing to be in that area. That's the problem, especially in this industry, because so many people are remote that a lot of people just don't want to move at this point because they realize, oh well, we can do this work remote, so why would I, move? So again, doesn't mean you're not going to find people. It's just going to be harder to find people. I'm here. I can move. There you go. Your guts is ready. So I say yes. If you want to open a studio, I mean, nothing's stopping you, but you need a game idea. And like from the get-go. So other than that, nothing's stopping you. I mean, nothing aside from money, right? Because you got to keep in mind also, when you open a studio, you need all the hardware. You now need all the software. You need IT. You need like so many things just for the overhead without even a single person being there yet. It's like, it's not a simple thing. We started out on a business case of just farming out services to other game developers. I would just do freelance. I would start as freelance then. No one's gonna hire. The thing is, like, right? No one's gonna hire a studio that has no track record. That's why you could do a freelance and get experience then. That way, and then you can use that then to start a game deal and think, oh, here's all the freelance work that we've done that you can see we can do this work, and this is the kind of stuff we want. In comparison, game dev, VFX is a walk in the park. In what regard, TGO? In what way? First thing would be to make a game. First thing you need to do is if you want to have a studio that markets itself to other studios for to get work, you need to have a portfolio, and you have games under your belt, or at least something showing your skills or something. Basically say, hey, we can do this. But then you would need a big team. Or you need to cover everything, or focus, or right. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Okay. Does it work? I'm here. I can get big. Your guts is ready and willing. What did I call it? Booster. Most people fail at finishing the game. True. Very true. Look at me. I've been working on this game for over a year. I'm still not finished. I mean, I don't know. I'm a slacker. I'm gonna redo this later, I guess. So I guess that's fine for now. Okay. So what I need to do is also do a event dispatcher. That's going to just say task complete. Call task complete here. Why doesn't it line up? Hate it. Real. I hate you. And we also need to do a task complete here. Also, I've never dragged out an event dispatcher from the current blueprint and wanted anything besides call. I've never wanted to bind my... Does that happen? Like, do people bind within their own blueprint? Or sign or do any of this stuff? I feel like the only thing that I ever want when I drag out event dispatcher is call. Can I do control drag? No. Control drag doesn't give me a call. When you get investors to launch the thing, I hope you keep you in mind. I don't think money is the limitation. I appreciate the offer, Patrol. I think the plan currently for this game is get it to a good place, like where I can play like a vertical slice of it, like the first 3 levels or something, and then I don't think I'm big enough to do a Kickstarter. I'll be honest. I think for Kickstarter you'd want to have like a bigger thing, a bigger online presence. So, but either that or early access is what I was thinking. Vertical flint lasers. I got damn it, did you? My guy, I literally used bind a lot. In UI stuff, you've been binding a lot. Wait, hold on, Leo. Hold on, we're gonna have to chat. Might have to chat in a second. Yeah, I hope you've not been using this. No, not the event bind, event dispatcher. Okay. Okay, just look, I had to ask. Don't worry, Patrol will solo fund the Kickstarter. But see, but that's different. Investing means expecting a return. Kickstarting means not expecting a return, which is different. I'm not a psychopath called Gorka. Okay. Gorka is a fantastic channel if you're just getting started with Unreal. I think if you're just if you're brand new to Unreal, Go Gorka Games. Great stuff. As soon as you are a little bit above a complete beginner, then I say go somewhere else. Once you start going like even between beginner to intermediate, once you start going like into like you start understanding Unreal to a degree, I would say then you go like find the next thing. And I'm saying that purely because I just see like a lot of small mistakes. Well, actually, a lot of big mistakes in many areas. Like I remember there was a video. I mean, he did a cast on tick. When you're just learning Unreal, doesn't matter. Do it. Just just use Unreal to learn it. It's fine. But once you start actually, going a little further, then you don't want to, that kind of stuff. Here's the thing: a fantastic, but then bad knowledge should not be the same sentence. Good at procedural mindsets. Best practice, but at that point, why recommend them if there are other channels that have better practices of the teaching material? Because, I'll show you why. I also watched Gorka Games when I was like learning a bunch of the game stuff. That's how I know, like when you started. Good resource. So this is Gorka Games, right? Big channel. So here's the stuff, like how to add controls on the screen, recreating the hair, adding ass jiggle physics, making like a skill tree. It's not gonna look like that. I promise you that in that video. Like not a working one that looks like that. How to replicate physics for multiplayer, right? Like it has so much variety here that if you want to get the general idea of how to do any one thing, it's great. It is such a huge resource of such a variety of stuff that yes, right? He has like, if I search AI,
pausing for ads.
He has like a 85 video RPG series. Now, is all of this gonna be good? Like top of the line, like this is how you should do it? No, it's not. But if you don't know anything of where to start, this is a great starting spot. Code Like Me has good vids. Is this Unreal? Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I see the little tiny Unreal Engine icon there that you actually had it. It's more, but you already see that off of these videos, it's more focused. You worked at your studio a while ago? Oh, nice. You could see like already it's a little more focused compared to Gorka, right? A lot of RTS. Still has some AI stuff, RTS, RDS, right? He kind of focuses on RTS mechanics. If I go back far enough, it's a different story, though. So, yeah. Once you know more specifically what you want, you can find, someone for that. But when you don't know, when you're just getting started and you don't have a direction, just start watching tutorials. Go-kart game is fine, I think. Hey, Chester, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Wouldn't that mean that your starting point would be learning from a bad practice off the get-go? Okay. If you want to do truly good practice from the get-go, you would be using the game mode, the player controller. You'd be using the HUD the HUD thing, right? You'd be using all the components of it. But here's the thing. No, not gas, because that's C++ and that's the devil. You'd be using all of those, but you don't need to. You can make a simple game without ever using those. So, yes, there's better ways of doing it. Most of the game that I've made, there's a better way of doing it. But making a game is better than, spending 20 years learning the best way and not making anything. Because I'll tell you, there will always be a better way to do something. There'll always be a more optimal ways of doing something. It's chasing that forever is pointless. You're chasing perfection. And when you're especially when you're getting started, it doesn't matter if it's optimized. You're just learning. YouTube seems to just like the word Jason. He at least comments that references Jason. Well, if you put, if you put periods in there, it might think it's a link. If you put a word period word without any spaces, it'll think it's a link. And links are get held automatically. If you want best practice, start with templates. But templates are very, this is what we're making with it. And even then, you work off of a template and modify it. All right, so doing game jams early is a good way to just start and finish a small game. Yeah, game jams are great. That's why this is my game jam game. I've definitely finished it. Yep, it's definitely finished. I see you wrote Jason. I see it deletes comments that references Jason, so went through. Is it ongoing game jam? Hold on. Where is it? I like to pulling this up from time to time just to show people where the game actually was during the game jam. Where is it? I might complain because I'm pulling it up. Yeah, so this is the game over a year ago. Yep. In case you're wondering where this game was over a year ago, this is it. Looks way better, thank you. I'm glad to hear that my stuff now sucks, and I should retire. Oh, knockback. Nice. Knockback. My current game has no knockback. This game has knockback. Where's the boss? Just looking for the boss. Oh, this is thorns. I got thorns. Okay, I need to find the boss. What made you change the style of it? Well, the only reason this has any design decoration at all is because I need it for the game jam. If you know, after this, then I was like, okay, well, I no longer need to focus on the art style because I'm just prototyping. It doesn't matter. Oh, great. Okay, so I went the wrong way. Okay, I made it back to the start. From being this perspective, top down, I kept changing it, and I'll keep changing the perspective. I might change it again, based on what I was seeing. It just. The problem was it was hard to tell where you are in depth. And so how do you make it easier to see in depth? Well, you give it a more top-down thing. Then it's easier to tell where you are in depth. It also, right. This is not like if you're moving down, it's not very good. But if you're moving up, then it's fine. Almost dead. I haven't found the boss. Damn it. You're closer to the action though. Top down puts you further away. Yeah, but top down lets you see further. Allows you to have more mobs. Everything is a plus or minus, right? It depends on what kind of game you want. Like, what do you want to do with it? That's the dead end. Where's the damn boss? I think I'm gonna go through every single room before actually making it to the boss. Which means the boss is going to be very difficult. Where is he? I've been here. What was the game jam? It was 2 weeks. and I did it while working a full-time job. This is from the Pirate Software's Game Jam from January of last year. I managed to make it all the way back to the starting room. I have not found the boss. Good job, May. Do you see the problem also with this? Can't go that way. The game built under the assumption that every character will be merchandise and receive an action figure and plushie. No, I don't think that's a good idea. And I say I don't think it's a good idea because if you don't care about the plushie or whatever it is, then you think you're just paying extra for that, right? It's like being it's similar to being forced to pay for collectors when you don't want a collector's edition. I feel like it's very similar to that. Where did I not go? What door have I not gone to? I'm going in circles. I am very much going in circles. Ah, here's the boss, finally. Hi, boss. Oh my god, I'm actually almost dead. All right, I can dash. I forgot I can dash. I could have been avoiding a lot of hits. Oh, I'm dead. God damn it. Anyway, that was the Game Jam game. And now we're here. Like a gimmick where a person can buy anything they see in game. Like we hook up the branding to a wooden bowl company. I'll tell you now, as a player, I will not want to play that game, whatever it is, because that just sounds like a big advertiser. That just sounds like an advertising. Why would I want to play an advertisement? So from the player point of view, it sounds horrible. Right, if the game is really good, and later on, you have a lot of people playing, and you want to add that to the game for some stuff, then that's a different story. But even then, I wouldn't want to have it in the game. I'd want to have it as a separate shop. I still wouldn't want to be like, oh, I see it and I can click buy on it, because I don't. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth. We need to figure out how to get past that natural resistance to that. Why? It sounds like a very predatory business model. I'm sorry. Like, you have a 12-year-old playing your game. You have a 10-year-old playing your game. Get that stuff out of the game. Right? That's how I feel like it's good to have like if you want to have that merchandise for the game and it's doing really well, people will buy it. Absolutely. But I think it shouldn't be in the game. Personally. Yeah, and we don't want that, Patrol. We don't want that. Okay, so we have task complete on here. We also need a task complete on Missile Barrage. Missile Barrage needs to play a event. So let's finish up, I guess, with this. Bind event 2 on task complete. Thinking of a character that someone played in the Apple TV show about a game dev studio. I don't watch TV shows or movies, so I have no idea who you're talking about. I'll be honest. No. Oh, what? I don't know. I want to do task complete. Or finish task. Finish task. There we go. But oh no, I need to do finish task here. On the animation could be completed or cancelled. It finishes task. Which means I don't need to put it here. Are you fine, Patrol? Ooh. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, so it's not quite production ready. Why is it the way it is? Why is it the way it is? It sets the homing again. Oh, Sarah, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. So basically, once the projectile movement stops, it doesn't start up again. How do we re-enable the projectile movement? Yeah, Minecraft, like any game, merch works because the game is good. You gonna dream about video game merchandising? Do it, go nuts. It's set to homing, so the velocity vector doesn't matter because it's set to homing, and it homes. It homes properly. Where the hell is homing? Oh, homing 0 here because it's set to homing here. Also, we're doing testing. That's why this is the way it is. So don't worry about the mess. And I set the homing back to be high. Okay, here's what we can do then. I can add the projectile movement component and then delete the projectile movement component every time he does this. That will guarantee that it gets reset and I'll make it easier. That might be the better way of doing it. That might be a better way of doing it. Let's find out. So I'm gonna do this here. I don't need to do... I'm not going to need to do this delay anymore. Which is the value of the variable. Nope. I want this. Oh, I also need to do set homing projectile true. I guess I should just do it here. What else do we set here? Max speed. Set max speed, which is set to 1500 in this case. Anything else I need to change? Oh, gravity. You can turn off gravity. Set. Particular gravity scale, 0. Take all of this, and all of you, collapse to function. Add projectile. Okay. Clean up. Okay, so now we have, I think, everything from here. Anything else that I need to do? Homing is on. Value is on. Nothing else has changed. Max speed. I think we're good. So I should be able to delete projectile movement component now. We're going to unbind everything from that. Is also the one we're going to be binding to. So, because we need to bind it. That still. And then on complete, we're going to delete store component, which hopefully will work. Is valid. Because I've had it where components refuse to be destroyed. So, you know, it's not guaranteed. Missed some spots. Okay. Well, it sort of works. What? Why is he not go all the way to me? Why does he... What? What? Why is he home but not quite to me? Oh, I guess what that happens because of this. Oh. He's not pausing. Is that what's going on? Is he not pausing? Okay, why is the homing not working? What happened? It's all valid. We create a projectile movement component. We set the homing target.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Tell it's homing. Why he stopped being homing? What happened? What happened? I don't understand why he stopped moving to us entirely. Well, after the ads, we'll try to figure it out. This is just for the animation, which I don't care about. So... If I redo this... Kind of works. if I turn that off? Why? Oh, is it? No, it's not the completed. What's the problem here? Is it an order of operations problem? Do I need to do this here? You said order of operations. No. Is valid. Yeah, okay, it's making it. Trying to think of anything that I missed. Everything else should be default. Max speed, gravity scale, homing projectile, homing component, target. Get is homing projectile. Let's just start printing. Let's just make sure it's even setting it. I guess it is. Okay. So. So what gives? Why does he move here? How did I manage to do that? They should have no effect on him. Because only on damage taken. And at this point, trial and error. See if we can find the problem area. Not that. Clearly it's this. Just for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna do a little test. This should have no effect. Okay, it doesn't. You know what? I've seen crazier stuff. I've definitely seen crazier stuff. For shiggles? Yeah, for shiggles. You know, the abbreviations for shits and giggles. When you're too lazy to say that. We've confirmed it adds the component. Get simulation enabled. Well, I think simulation is enabled because... Yeah, because he moves normally. Oh, I remember. I figured it out. Set plane constraint axis setting. No, set playing constraint normal, I think. I might need to do that earlier though. Let's move it and also need to do set playing constraint. I need to enable it. How do we enable? Set playing constraint enabled. That's what's doing it, because he's running into the ground. I think I figured it out. Okay, that was weird. Let's find out. Yes. Well, I detached the last thing, but now hold on a second. Why did he do the animation for the attack? Okay. Do a little, just for now, let's add like an extra 2 seconds of delay. So we got that working now. You can do it on repeat. The question now is, oh yeah, now it's not doing the attack, the... Is he only attacking once? Oh, he is. Because they overlap. Let me try something like that. Okay, now I'm... Yeah, there we go. Now he's doing full damage. Yay! The bear torpedo lives! And he can do it multiple times! Excellent! We no longer need to do this. Okay, we're to pure get. It worked. It all worked. You know what I want to do? I want to do a add a return node. I'm gonna pass this through here. Projectile component. I guess projectile. I'll just plug this in this way. Okay. Now we're good. Oh, see, that's so much cleaner. Okay. So this is, I think, at this point, complete. So I've been out. Okay, let's go back to the missile barrage real quick because we haven't actually added a way of it for it to finish. So replace with a rocket assault, as I've called it apparently. I'm gonna change it to, because it's not a rocket, missile barrage. Okay, so now we want that to actually finish. I think we just want to do effectively a montage animation, a non-complete of the montage animation. Could be good. I think we'll just do this one. We just do the roar upwards, probably. Roar upwards. On let's see how this works first. I mean, timing and all that is good. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. To make it a little bit easier to just work with, I'm gonna swap the positioning on these because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna play immediately. And then here, again, on the complete or cancel, I'm going to do call task complete. And then here, bind event to task complete. We just finished the task. I'm so glad I can do custom events in here. You don't always get to do custom events and all of these kind of stuff, but this one's these are in event graph, so I can, which is great. I mean, I guess I can do it and put it in the event graph otherwise too. Let's rename this because I just remembered. Stop. Help me, Mister. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I got too close. He can't stop, won't stop. Okay, it works. So I think now both of them are officially good. We got the homing booster and we got the missile barrage. The only thing is, no, I think we're good. Did I reattach? I reattach. Yeah, I reattach this. Good. Okay. So, going back to our little list here. We have melee jump. Check. The big laser we still need to do. We still fixed up. Small laser still need to do. The booster thing, done. The homing booster. Rocket assault, done. Even though it is now missile barrage. Okay. So I think the basic laser stuff is left, right? We gotta do the big laser, does 360. Every 25% health. Then the small laser, which he just shoots. And then the orbital cannon, which sounds more epic than it is. Could we do multiple orbital cannons? What's more interesting? One orbital cannon that follows the player, or multiple orbital cannons that move around randomly? I almost want to do multiple orbital cannons that move around randomly. If you're unfamiliar, the orbital cannon is going to be a big laser that comes from the air, comes from the sky. There's a big, boom wherever it is on the ground. So we could have multiple of these, and then they can move around. Maybe. Let's start with a big laser first up, which is this guy here. So I don't think we need to check on if we're defeated anymore. I don't think we need that either. I might need to bring him back, but for now, don't need it. I can remove any of the AIC based stuff. We need to still have the tag for stun proof. Stop all the animations. Stop any active movement. Then we play the roar. So the roar now is being used in multiple places. I guess if he roars and you see no missiles, then it's this one. If he roars and it's missiles, then, well, it's missiles. You can also see it based on his health. So it might be okay for now. Again, ideally I'd have more animations, but for now I think it should be fine. We don't need the restarting of the logic anymore. Okay, so then we do this. And I think we just need to add a delay here. Because it'll never finish. Let's do a delay of 5 seconds. Attack here. Gonna do a beam attack here. Oh wait, beam attack is itself. Wait. Wait, where am I adding? Where am I adding the effect? Where am I doing a spawn actor or anything? Here. Oh, on paused animation. If laser trigger is true, that's where we do it. Okay. I think that's fine. Then I can do a delay here. And then we just need to turn off fire laser. I think. My rockets are more. I tried firing too many rockets. It wasn't happy. Oh, okay. Random enemy. Set actor. Wait, what? It's not letting me... Why is this complaining? Why are you complaining? It shouldn't be the stun-proof stuff. Infinite loot detected. Okay. Why is this causing issues? Let's do a little sequence here. Let's have this first because it doesn't matter. Or actually, I want to go here. And then off of this one. Can I do it here? Infinite loop detected. How? How is it? I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off. I'm not turning it on. Oh, on resume, here. It does this already. Right. Oh, I see. So I need to... Let's roar forward. I have the pause animation here. At 15, but I want to do only like notify state or notify pause animation only. Okay. So we can have this, and now it's not going to resume.
Ads are here.
Am I
Pausing for ads.
spawning them too fast? I think. Let's not spawn them that. How is it finding an infinite loop on calling task complete? I don't understand. What did I do? Well, it's probably because of this. But okay, I'm just gonna make him wait infinitely for this testing. It's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna be a problem in the actual like an actual setup because he'll never shoot it multiple times in a row. At least he shouldn't, theoretically, shoot it that many times in a row. So I think it'll be fine. There'll at least be a delay in between. Cooldown stuff. Yeah, so I'm just going to delete all and just add a simple wait. Delay task, I mean, forever. He's just not gonna do anything. He's gonna sit there and take it. Oh, there we go. Okay, no laser. No laser because I have on pause animation, which is no longer the thing that triggers. Because all I'm doing is literally pausing animation. Show. Turn this off. Just put this here. I can remove the whole laser trigger part. I just need fire laser. I'm gonna fire my missiles in the meantime. Oh, so close. Okay. So, Get player. I want to know if it is playing. Can I bind on assign and play with looped, complete, changed? No, I want to do it on like paused or unpaused, but I guess I can't. Is playing. So what we can do is check if it's playing. If it is, delay until next tick. Check again. And if it's not, then we continue on. You'll do the laser attack. Now he won't fire when he's not supposed to. Okay. Looking good. It never ends. But still good. But now we can do a delay. Let's say 5 seconds. And then we turn it off. Now we need to survive for 5 seconds. Okay, well that stops. So not this. I want to do this. Because I want to also destroy the actor, and I want to resume playback. resume playback, because that's very important. And this is going to be big laser duration. He's gonna find the laser. Yes, that worked great. Okay. I think we want it to be longer though. Let's say 10 seconds. And then at the end here, we also need to do a task complete. No, we don't need to do a task complete because it's a separate thing. Now, do we want him invulnerable during this? Probably not. I don't think we want him invulnerable during this. I think you should be able to hit him during this phase. The spider's invulnerable, but that's because the spider leaves the area. And if you somehow kill it during that time, it breaks things. Him, I don't think we want invulnerable, so it's fine. He'll have enough life where you shouldn't be able to... So we should then account for a scenario if he's not invulnerable, where... Let's see what happens if I trigger it while he's shooting the laser. Okay, he should have done it again at this point. Okay, then he just does it again. Okay, no, that's fine. That is... Oh, he did it again because of this, which is when he would do it anyway. Okay. That's looking good. I'll grab this from... I do it from the spider. Actually. Because we need all of this and this. Paste you in. You need to check something on Discord. Behavior trees in 2025. What do you mean behavior trees? I'm using state trees. What you talking about? Oh, I know it was that. But then I also noticed Leo deleted a message. Yeah, I thought that was like, to me, like, oh, you said something, you know, regarding some of the other stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Sure. I'll take a look. Well, I guess now I'll just never look at Discord again whenever you ask. Easy peasy. Creative arrow current face. What is Good Guts ever serious? Always. Yeah, see, all the time. See, I was right. He's always serious. That means I don't need this anymore. I just need to do a beam attack. Oh, wait, this is going to be different. This is the phases, which is different than... The phases are different. The phases are 90, 75... well, I guess you'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I really need to do it at 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is fine. I can work with this. I can work with this. So I should duplicate you. Phase 5 health. Finish stuff tomorrow for sure. I mean, you're fine. I'm in a hurry. If you think there's a hurry, you're very much mistaken. Absolutely no rush. Which I know is kryptonite to you, hearing those words. But it's true. This is equal to 4 now, and this will be phase 5. And then we don't do it on 2. Do it here and then here. Because phase 2 is going to be at 90%. And then the rest are 75, 50, and 25. There we go. So when it goes to phase 2, we'll have a way of checking that and changing our mechanics based on phase 2. But we won't need to actually fire the laser. Let's confirm. Okay, he's past 90. He hasn't done anything. Okay, okay, he's past. Okay. Why he not do anything? Why? Oh, it's decimal points, isn't it? No, it's full value. So, oh, I know why. It's because current phase is 0 by default, which we need to be 1 by default. One more time. Okay, he hasn't done anything at the 90% mark. Now he's doing it. Good. Excellent. And we got him to the next stage. He hasn't done the next attack. It's fine. But now he triggers it again. So immediately after he triggers it, What happens if I kill him during this? Oh, well. It makes I haven't set that up in the yeah. But yay, it works. Hooray! So we now have completed the big laser. So the next thing will be to do the small laser and then the orbital cannon. We're now doing multiple. We're making cannons. I've decided we're gonna have multiple cannon. We're gonna have multiple laser from the sky, all moving randomly. How are we gonna have them move randomly? I have no clue. I don't know a good way of having an object move randomly. I mean, I do, actually. All I need to do is on tick tell it to square equals move dot random. No, and I could do it on tick. No, I don't want, sorry, not on tick. On a timer. I can tell it to pick a new location. It's not great. Pick a start point, then pick a random direction, then move in that direction for X axis. The problem with that is then it will become very like very hard movements versus having like a, you know, more organic like. So I'll need to think of something. I'll need to think of something. But tomorrow is Friday. And you know what that means? That's right. We're going to be looking at 5.6 stuff. Tomorrow is going to be our 5.6 research stream. Where you will realize how quickly I don't understand anything. And that'll be that. You can vary the position with a sign, I guess, but keep the same. That's not what I quite meant. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll think of something. I'll think of something. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely evening, night. Get some rest, get some sleep. Sleep time, best time. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.